Dear students, today our topic is why people in the 18th century Europe think that print culture would bring enlightenment and end to despotism. What does mean by enlightenment and what does mean by despotism? Enlightenment means when the stress was put on logic, reason, and freedom of thought over dogma and blind faith. When the blind faith and the dogma was not being taken as a priority, but logical thinking and reasonable thinking, that whenever you will think on anything, when anyone will tell you about anything, that apply and do investigation whether it is real or not. There should not be the blind faith, though that was called the enlightenment. In Urdu it is called a roshan khayali, where your mind is very broad, where your vision is very broad, where you are applying your mentality at every step to understand the things, whether you are not where you are not working on the back end call of the others. That is called enlightenment. Now despotism, the exercise of absolute power. What does mean by absolute power? Supreme authority to do anything. Supreme authority, suppose if anyone is a king, if anyone is a ruler of any country, that he has a supreme power to apply the law, to decide the law, and there isn't anyone to ask him what you are doing. That is absolute power, and that was called despotism. So people of 18th century, they were telling that if print culture will prevail for a long period of time, though it will bring an end to despotism, and it will widen the thinking of the people. It will just change their thinking regarding the society, regarding the composition of the society, regarding the formation of the government. This was the thinking of the people uh, in 18th century. Now, how much to which extent it was right, and we have to talk on that. Even in 17th 18th century, world had seen many great philosophers, जैसे Locke था, Rousseau था, Adam Smith था, Newton था. And when they give their thoughts, even Locke told that there should be a social contact theory. What does mean that mean? That there should be a contact between the people, between those two society, between two sections, on some agreement, and that contact will form the basis of the political and moral rules on which the government should be formed. That was that. And if we talk about Rousseau, he told that government must have a freedom of a citizen. That government there should be a freedom of the citizen. These were the good thinking. Then that was a good mentality, and these were the uh, talks told by the great scholars. And these their thinking and their ideology reached to the masses when there was a print culture. Though this print culture just changed the way of thinking of the people, and this was possible only when there was a print culture, because without print culture it was not easy for these intellectual personalities to send their thoughts, to flourish their thoughts and among the masses of the people. मैं उर्दू में ऐसे बोलूँगा कि अगर ये प्रिंट कल्चर नहीं होता तो इन इंटेलेक्चुअल इंसानों के लिए ये मुमकिन नहीं था कि वो अपनी आइडियोलॉजी को दूर दूर तक पहुँचाए, मासेस तक, बहुत सारे जो लोग थे उन तक पहुँचाए। क्योंकि इससे पहले जब प्रिंट कल्चर नहीं था, जो रीडिंग एंड राइटिंग का सिलसिला था वो सिर्फ इलाइट ग्रुप पे था, और ये इलाइट ग्रुप को अपने मोनार्चिकल के लिए और डिस्पोटिज्म जो चलाते थे उनके लिए इलाइट ग्रुप को करप्ट करना, इट वाज वेरी मच इजी। बट जब भी ये प्रिंटिंग सिस्टम आया, जो इनकी आइडियोलॉजी है, तो ये मासेस तक पहुंची, और जब ये आइडियोलॉजी मासेस तक पहुंची तो उनका जो विजन था, उनमें जो एनलाइटमेंट आ गया। तो एनलाइटमेंट आने के बाद उनकी जो राय रिगार्डिंग द सोसाइटी, रिगार्डिंग द कंपोजिशन ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट, वो ऑल टुगेदर डिफरेंट थी। और उसके बाद अगर हम देखेंगे, पहले जब बुक्स बनती थी उसमें वो लेबर कंज्यूमिंग था, टाइम कंज्यूमिंग था। बुक्स बहुत समय के बाद आती थी और एक बुक को एक बुक को लिखने में बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम लगता था। तो इजीली बुक्स वेर नॉट इजीली अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट। बट आफ्टर व्हाट हैपेंड व्हेन द प्रिंटिंग सिस्टम केम इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस, flooding market of books. The books were available everywhere and at a cheap rate, and poor and downtrodden section of the society was now able to buy the books. But before this printing system, it was difficult for the poor to buy the books, and the ideology of the great scholars, they which were very much must for the enlightenment of them, that was not reaching to them. Though enlightenment wasn't present in the society, because ideology was not being flourished. When the print culture came, this ideology got flourished throughout the society, and it gave the new concept and new thinking and new vision among the it generated a new vision among the people. Then after that, we talk about different revolutions which the world has seen. We talk about French Revolution is there, Russian Revolution is there, and if we talk about it, there was the despotism in Russia, there despotism in France that came to an end, and that came to an end by the revolution, and which were called the we will call it political revolution because it was a revolution. Why we is called it political revolution? Because the system of government was changed. Firstly, it was monarchical, then constitutional monarchical, then democratic government. But this whole was possible when there was a print culture, because to reform a society, it was must to give the knowledge to the people, to educate them, and to educate the people, and to tell them about the values, and to tell them about the benefits of the democracy. For that, it was must that some system should be by which the message will be flourished to the masses. And the system which came to aid to the scholars, which came aid to the philosophers, that was print culture. By the print, what happened? The thinking and the knowledge about the democratic government, about the universal adult franchise, and that was sent to the masses, and it was possible only when there was print culture. The print culture was very much essential, as why did some people think that? They think because they think that it will enlighten the it will be the cause for the enlightenment, because the ideologies of the great scholars that will reach to the masses, and the scientific thing just we talk about Newton, his ideology, his philosophy, his scientific ideas will reach to the masses when there will be the print culture. It is because of that they believe that this print culture will be a cause of enlightenment among the people in 18th century, because ideology will be sent to the masses, and then after that they will thought again it will be the end to the despotism, because this print culture will change the thinking of the people, and they will think differently about the political system. They will think differently about the composition of the society. And firstly, there was a cruelty shown by the one section of people on the other. When they will their vision will become broad, they will change the way of their they will change their way regarding the lower section of the people, and this is possible only when there will be the print culture. Hope you understand the topic. This was the question was that why did some people in the 18th century believe that a print culture would bring enlightenment and end to the despotism? I just told that this was a topic which I made you to understand. Firstly, despotism, enlightenment, then after that what enlightenment is, what despotism means, then after that the great scholars what they told, how it was responsible for the enlightenment, because the ideology reached to the different and up to the masses. And if we talk different revolution, the main force behind them was the print culture, because it was very much must, because revolution, it doesn't come by the one section of the people. It needs the support of whole, and to educate the whole, and to give the knowledge to the whole about the latest system, about the democratic government and what will be the benefits of it. It was must that there might be any medium, and the medium which was used at that time, that was print culture. Without having a medium, it was not possible to just flourish the ideas, to flourish the thinkings and widen the thinking of the people. Now people think differently, and to make them to think differently, it was must to teach them, to educate them, and the medium used at that time to educate them, that was print media. The print media was a main I can say main weapon within the scholars, within the philosophers, by which they molded the society, they changed the society, and they brought enlightenment among the people. Hope you understand. Goodbye.